What's shaking, Chewy Nation? ChewbaccaLemma here, back with another Madden Ultimate Team video. This is so weird. 2 days in a row, we're talking about what EA has done. And maybe not so good. Yesterday, if you didn't know, we talked about the banning and what happened with the mess up. Sunday, the servers were down a long time, and you guys really seemed to like that video. You guys gave me a lot of thumbs up. It was really good like to dislike ratio. Thank you so much. But you guys really did seem to like the video. The discussion was fantastic. I still need to reply to a lot of the comments, but you guys really had some nice discussion. I love seeing the community talk about it, and that was awesome. So I'm going to ask that again. Let me know your thoughts on this. This might be the first time you heard about this, but hopefully I'm able to explain it as well as I can, and the repercussions to what's happening right now. And then if you have something you want to add, definitely let me know down below. If you just want to just say something, definitely do that. I'll try to reply to just pretty much everybody. So I'll see what I can do. But let's go ahead and dive into it. Before, though, I do want to mention yesterday's video. One thing, the bans, there seems to be no one so far that we found that actually got banned. So it seems like the bans, they may have happened, but it was only a few people. An actual few people, like 5 that got banned. Like, we can't find anybody, so that's something to add to yesterday's video. Nobody really seemed to get banned, but let's go ahead and dive into today's video, which is crazy because it's so much news. We're talking about the companion app. It is PS4, Xbox, PC. You now on Android right here. You now can get this app and not download the app, but you can buy cards on the auction house. As far as I know, I haven't used it, but I'm told it is live. You can go ahead and buy cards on the auction house, assuming it's still the case. Maybe they took it down already, because the one thing I want to don't forget to say is it appears in the code that it was set under testing, but then it went live. So we're not so sure if it was supposed to go up yet. So that is kind of something to think about. If it's already down, I'm not sure, but it is something that you can go ahead and do. And in theory, this sounds like something that could be kind of interesting, right? You can get on your phone, you're out, you're, maybe with your family or your girlfriend or boyfriend, and you just on your phone, and you know, they're talking, and you're just like, oh, that's a good buy, and you go ahead and buy it, and you make a bunch of coins, and also spending time with family. It sounds like a great idea. In theory, I can't see anything wrong with that. Seriously, though, spend time with your family. But this, I thought, being able to snipe on the go, it does seem kind of nice. Or if you're not able to get on your Xbox or somebody else is, on it or something, or PlayStation, that's something that could be interesting, right? The auction house is really fun. I find it fun sometimes to work the auction house. So there it is. You can do it, and it's all gravy. Now, here's the issue. Here's the issue is, and I probably titled the video something like that, is the bots. Bots are going to be a concern, of course, and EA will put in things like, if you have been sniping, I've ran into this a few times, I don't really run it too often, but where they have like a puzzle you have to solve. If you've been sniping for a while, they'll think maybe you're a bot. If you're on PlayStation or Xbox, or PC, I'm assuming as well, they'll think you're a bot, you have to do it, and then it goes away, and it might come back later or not. Depending on how active you are and such on the auction house, cards you buy and such. Now, that's going to happen on mobile as well. And I believe the system in place will be more sophisticated. So the mobile device, the mobile version definitely has to be more sophisticated, because there's bots, even, I don't even know how, it's mobile, so you're going to have much easier to get bots. Same with PC, as opposed to an Xbox or PlayStation, which are obviously very secure. So that is obviously the biggest concern when it comes to sniping, is you can get on, people will have an unfair advantage. These bots will work the auction house, and I know this was a problem in FIFA, I know this is a problem in pretty much most games is that has currency. These bots, these auction houses, these bots that work the auction house and able to basically make sniping obsolete, right? Like, you can't work the auction house. And obviously, from a sniper, that is a concern. I'm not really concerned so much about like, oh no, I won't be able to snipe anymore. I am concerned about the changes in the auction house and what this could imply there. I personally believe that the auction house on Madden's auction house is the very best auction house I have ever seen. Now, I'm sure there's some role-playing game, or I don't even know, some game out there that it has a very good auction house as well. But this one right here, the ability to buy and sell, to me I haven't seen anything like it in any other game, and it's the easiest to, I think, is very user-friendly, and it is obviously very good for making coins. It's the best way generally to make coins is through the auction house in Madden, and I think that's awesome. I think that rewards people that want to grind. I mean, EA can specifically look at my team, my channel. Not that they would, because I don't know if they would give me credit, but they could look at it and be like, look, you do not have to spend money on the game. You either put your time in, which is how most games work. You can have a good team, or you can spend money. But there is ways to do it if you know how to work it. They could point to that and say that. I worry because this could make that, obviously, for my channel included, it could basically kill my channel, right? Like, I'm done, right? What am I supposed to do? I can still make gameplays. Those actually do pretty well on the channel, but I won't be able to snipe, and then if I'm not able to snipe, I'm not going to be spending a bunch of money on the game. That's never going to happen, so maybe the channel dies, and obviously, that would be bad. Yes, I put the words in your mouth. That would not be good. So, the bots come. They take it over. They take over the auction house. Sniping is wiped out, and we're all done for. The game is dead, right? Like, we can't. What are we supposed to do with an auction house? Unless the people that, if you own a bot, let me know. I'll find me on Twitter. DMs are open. ChewbaccaLemma, send me the information for that bot. But unless you own the bot or something like that, we're pretty much, we're out of luck, right? It's not gonna work out for us. So these things scurry the auction house. They got all these snipes, and here's the kicker. So we also had this come out, Muttleaks 19. If you don't follow them, they give all the stuff usually like 20 minutes before stuff comes out. The assets, like, limited times or whatever is coming out that day. Usually get about 20 minutes early. They released just a little paragraph talking about the fact that when you go on to the auction house, everybody has an ID. So you get this ID, and it's linked to your account. Now, I don't know if you can take that ID and figure out somebody's gamer tag or PSN, but there's a chance that that information is able to be found by that ID. So you're able to get information about the player who's selling the card by using this companion app if you know what you're doing with bots and such and searching through the database. So there is a way to get people's information. But it is just their gamer tag or PSN as far as I know. So you get their gamer tag, you get their PSN. Let's say you even do that. You now have access to information that EA has actually already said that they don't want to be in the game because of scamming. So they actually took out, if you remember from a few years ago, back, I don't know, Madden 15, Madden 14, I don't know how long ago it was, but I feel like it was probably even longer than that. I don't know, Madden 13, I don't know how far it goes back. But if you remember, they actually used to show the gamer tag or show the PSN, and people actually like that because then you can negotiate. I feel like that's kind of overstated. Did you actually think that worked? I personally thought it was okay to get rid of it. You just get messages about posting your cards for too much I personally thought it was good to get rid of it, and now there's a chance that people can get back that information and maybe just harass them or just basically say, like, basically kind of almost be creepy about it, right? I bet that would be creepy. Like if somebody's like, hey, I see you posted so-and-so for this. Like, how do you know this? That's probably what I would be. I would be just concerned, and I feel like people maybe could, because it's not public, maybe there could be some scamming, being like, I have all your information. If you don't put the, something, I'm going to, lock you out. I'm going to take all your car, something like all these empty threats. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know how people do this stuff, and then how people fall for it, I'm not sure. But that is something, security is definitely a concern when you open it up. Of course, the auction house to a mobile, or even open it up at all, no matter what you do, security is the #1 concern. And I'm not saying that it's not in a great spot right now, because I really don't know, and I'm not the coder, but it does appear that there is some information that is able to be accessed by the person going through the code, which is a concern. That some of your information could be out there that EA has already said they don't want it to be out there. So I don't think it's necessarily the biggest concern, but I do think there is a concern with that. I said concern a lot there, but let me know what you guys think. So we have perhaps the end of the auction house, right? If they do open this up and they don't take it seriously, if bots are able to run rampant, I don't know. If they're able to go through the auction house and basically manipulate it and make it where sniping's dead, Then you have the end of no money spent people, right? Like, or you can be no money spent, but you just got to work solos and play head-to-head, which doesn't really sound too fun to me. And then you also have the last thing, which is probably the most important thing, privacy issues of that. When if they're able to do this, maybe there's more information that they're able to get that necessarily EA doesn't want to be out there. I would say that is a concern, of course. I don't know. I really just am worried that this could be perhaps, given that EA, I believe that Madden has the very best auction house of all games. The very best. I believe if they start making changes to it, it could be the end of me sniping. It could be the end of a lot of people sniping, and I do believe that's a pretty big amount of players that do work the auction house. And I don't think that's the best route for EA to go, is to upset players that, for me, I think most people, now EA may not realize this, they like the auction house. And overall, the gameplay is not good, but we don't really complain, right? We still play the game. We play the game like all the time. We go crazy when it's down for a few hours. We love the game. Do you really want those people to leave your game? The people that love your game, that play it every single day, do you really want them to leave your game? And I am worried that that will happen. And maybe we'll start looking for another game. But that's still far away. We don't know. Maybe Madden 20 will be the same auction house, and the gameplay will be fantastic, and everything will be roses and beautiful things, but we'll see. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys did enjoy. I hope this was knowledge. You learned so much in this video with so little information that I gave you, but that's all I got. Thank you guys so much for watching. Definitely leave your comments down below with your thoughts on this. If I find an article to link or something, I will do that as well, because you might be interested in reading it. Maybe if there's information out there, I'll try to. But I don't know if it is. That's just what I've heard. So thank you guys so much for watching. That's all I got. ChewbaccaLemma out.